month, U.S. prosecutors charged FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried with 8 counts of fraud and conspiracy.
I think it's fair to say that by anyone's lights, this is one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. Bankman-Fried and his co-conspirators stole billions of dollars from FTX customers.
From crypto king to criminal suspect,
FTX is facing criminal charges.
If you're interested in the world of cryptocurrencies, you might have heard the name of exchange FTX or its owner Sam Bankman-Fried. One of the most significant moments in the history of crypto was undoubtedly the fall of FTX. So, what is the backstory to FTX? And how did it quickly climb to the fame and become one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges? And then, what caused it to fall? Sam Bankman-Fried, known as SBF or simply Sam, is the main character of the FTX story. In 2017, when Sam left Jane Street Capital after 3 years of trading there, he started Almeida Research, which was a quantitative trading firm that specializes in cryptocurrency market. Sam, a passionate supporter of philanthropy, saw the opportunity in the cryptocurrency world and quit his job. Regardless of his extreme success, why people are calling him a fraud and a serial liar? And what happened that all big platforms are blaming him to have a committed planned crime? Let's talk more about Almeida Research to better understand Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. Almeida's early years were quite successful. Sam and his colleagues identified a possibility for arbitrage caused by price differences between Bitcoin traded on American and Asian exchanges. The arbitrage gave the company the chance to make quick money and expand its business into other areas. But Sam didn't stop here. He considered his extremely successful trading company to be insufficient. Therefore, he decided to open the FTX cryptocurrency exchange in April 2019. However, surviving in an already crowded world of crypto wasn't easy. After a gradual start, the FTX profits began to increase quickly in the late 2020. One thing that played a major role in this was having a competent market maker who could provide liquidity to the exchange, which was none other than Almeida itself. So, Sam allegedly promised investors low interest rates and easy profits that were too wonderful to ignore. By leaving out Almeida, the investors were given the idea that FTX was a rapidly growing company. Thus, the liquid derivative market attracted a number of famous traders and businesses to invest their funds in FTX. Sam continued his fundraising in the meantime. FTX gathered a massive $1.8 billion from prominent investors between June 2021 and the start of 2022, establishing more and more credibility. Let's take a look at how big Sam was before the drastic FTX collapse. Well, prior to the FTX collapse, Sam was the 60th richest person in the world, according to the world's billionaires. Having an estimated net worth of $26 billion, he became one of the youngest multi-billionaires in the history when the value of FTX soared to $32 billion. Sam was seen as a trading and financial genius by the world, even gaining the title of the JP Morgan of the crypto world. He also obtained several high-level meetings with politicians and regulators and donated almost $40 million largely to the Democratic Party, winning their hearts. He then attracted a lot of attention in the crypto community by developing a regulatory framework that would strengthen FTX standing in DC. However, here is the most interesting turn to this story. According to a leaked balance sheet of Almeida, even though the firm had a huge amount of capital, most of it came from only one token, and that was FTT. This was FTX's own token and was primarily used to cut trading costs on the exchange. There was another serious issue here though. Only a small part of entire quantity of FTT token was regularly traded because of its extremely low flow. On the top of that, FTX, Almeida and other connected companies were the biggest owner of these coins. Even more unexpected was what followed and triggered the company's demise. Aside from prominent FTX investors, from the most recent investment rounds, Binance and one of the initial investors in the company remained somewhat in the news. At the end of 2019, Binance had made a smart early investment in FTX of a 20% stake. However, as FTX began to increasingly compete with Binance, CZ, the CEO of Binance, felt the need to sell its FTX stake. The story's most striking chapter is about to begin now. Rather than choosing to pay the investment in traditional currency or dollars, FTX has chosen to use a combination of FTT and stablecoins. And thus, Binance had become one of the largest FTT holders. The possibility of Almeida's bankruptcy caused CZ to sell its FTT holding, which further encouraged the selling and worsened the FTT price movement. Almeida's CEO intervened and declared that the company was prepared to purchase all the FTT tokens for a set price of $22. At that time, it seemed like both competitors were really in conflict, perhaps due to the FTX active urging for new laws that may have hurt its rivals, such as Binance. In the meanwhile, market players had begun to quickly withdraw their money from FTX, which led to a significant bank run on the exchange. In under 72 hours, $6 billion in money were lost by FTX, which forced them to stop withdrawals. FTX was in a panicking situation. Sam informed investors that the company were unable to pay withdrawals because its assets were losing its value, and hence was impractical to liquidate. Finally, giving up, Sam submitted his resignation as CEO on the 11th, and FTX and Almeida both declared bankruptcy. Interestingly, FTX declared that it was looking into a possible hack, since crypto funds valued over $370 million seemed to be lost. However, the journal claimed that FTX management was aware that the company had lent its clients money to Almeida. Many other crucial details started to emerge after the bankruptcy was declared. The 134 legal entities that made up FTX and Almeida most likely served to further muddle the transfer of money between the two businesses. It's also said that the management was unaware of the company's funds and profits or the number of people linked with the whole situation. Additionally, FTX lacked a board of directors and even a chief financial officer, which should have been one of the major warning signs from the very beginning. Moreover, it is said that all business transactions were done through chats, to which the manager replied with emojis. These chats were later deleted and removed all the traces of any trades and deals. It also seems that FTX's accounting system included a backdoor that prevented the proper reporting of the money movement between the two sister companies. This made it hard for the auditors and other staff members to spot the issues early. On November 12th, the remaining exchange balances abruptly began to decline, worsening the overall issue. It was evident later that the exchange had actually been exploited by FTX. Still, due to the company's position as a dominating player in the market, nobody could have possibly expected this. Other companies have bragged about their reserves and demanded greater industry transparency following the backlash. As of November 11, FTX estimated liabilities would have made it the largest crypto-related bankruptcy ever filed in the history. FTX's new CEO John Ray thoroughly evaluated their finances after the immediate news of the bankruptcy and the wild allegation leading up to it. He asserted that it was a clearly disorganized scam disaster. He claimed to never have seen such a utter chaos of control in business. This high extent of unreliable financial data, or this much power abused by a small group of uneducated and dishonest people. It seems that he was just gambling in the world of cryptocurrency without having any compassion for humanity. Some say that it was a pre-planned, while others think that he utterly failed in his own skills. His relationship, business dealings, undisciplined behavior, and non-seriousness towards this business are all telltale signs of this mega scam. Many companies are planning to sue FTX. The victims are still questioning if their money will be returned. Moreover, people are interested to know the outcome of this case. There are no particular protection laws for clients of unregistered crypto companies such as FTX. Therefore, they would have to line up with the other creditors with high hopes. This isn't even a single document detailing all the businesses that had made deposits either. In simple words, while some people may be able to get their refunds back, this case doesn't seem promising at all.